Yeah. Yeah, I need to make a payment arrangement on my payment arrangement. Yeah, I said I need to make a payment arrangement on my payment arrangement. I know, I was killing the game, but I fell off. I started putting God first, and I told him no matter what, I was gonna stick with him. And then all of a sudden, yeah, I know I got a few days to make the original payment arrangement, but I need to make a payment arrangement on that payment arrangement. Hello?
Oh yeah. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
I don't know. We never met.
So what's up, y'all? So, attached to the video, you should see the fortune that says from Panda Express says, "Don't dwell on things you can't change." And it's so funny as I was sitting there eating my last meal of the day, which around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which is real good for me. Headed to the gym. Out of 1,500 calories, I got 40 calories left. I ate some bananas today, protein bars, boiled eggs, hummus with pretzel, and then I want to make sure I got in my lean proteins as well as some green vegetables. So that's how I eat that Panda Express. So got to remain proud of that progress, being committed to those things. But I wanted to get back on track with some stuff because I find myself getting off track, eating McDonald's, drinking alcohol. I ain't gone hard at it, but I don't want to minimize it because I came a long way in my journey. But I was just feeling depressed because sometimes I be wondering if my efforts are even worth it. Like, is it even worth it? Me trying to do better or be better. Like, what am I getting out of this? And plus, I was thinking about stuff within the last 6-7 years happened in my personal life, like how I just was well-meaning in a lot of stuff, but my feelings and stuff were just not considered or minimized, or it wasn't great communication with some particular situations, personal, business, stuff like that. And I thought about how I allow myself to get played or tricked out my spots for stuff because I'm not willing to do certain things to people that they were willing to do to me, or I wasn't willing to do it how they did it. And they're not at fault for my choices or my responses. So I'm going to say that first and foremost. I mean, yes, some things can influence stuff, obviously, but that's part of my process of healing, because I feel like the last few years, especially starting 2022 when I first started going to therapy, when I started that therapy, I had to break things down in stages. Like, the first half was me. Even though I had gone through a divorce, it was about me working on unresolved childhood traumas, the feeling of abandonment, neglect, reclaiming my value, knowing that I'm deserving of love and being cared for, stuff like that. Like, I didn't deserve the things that I experienced in my developmental years that I held on to for decades, or it sat and resided in me, for decades, Then I believe I'm at this part where I had to start operating out of faith again and believing for the greater good and taking chances and stuff, and start taking even more notches up my process of healing and recovery. And I've done that. Now I'm at this place where I gotta take what I learned from 2021, 2022, even 2023, where I learned how to just feel my emotions and not do detrimental things because of how I feel. And now I know I gotta feel these emotions, emotions of shame, guilt, remorse, anger, sadness, depression, And I gotta practice continuing making good decisions even when it feels bad. So now I'm at the stage of reflecting on my past marriages and them ending divorce. Particularly my second one, and then the handling of my relationship with my children from my first, and how you know, I was kind of blindsided. I wasn't really shocked, but I wasn't prepared for what had happened, and then how that affected and influenced things that were happening during my second marriage, but ultimately led to divorce, and the feelings, and then how I had worked so hard and gave so much of myself to my business. And I ain't saying like I gave so much of myself to my business and none of my relationships. I'm talking about like, I just did what I thought you're supposed to do when you're seeking to be successful as an entrepreneur and a businessman. And I've seen the fruits of my labor grow and evolve. But it was almost like I was made to be shamed of my journey. And yeah, I'm inspired by other entrepreneurs and stuff like that who have overcome adversities, you know, like the Tyler Perrys and stuff. And I just thought with those examples, some people would have believed in me. Some particular people. I always suck when I'm trying to say specific, but some particular people. And then also looking at the things, how I handle things that I responded, like when I start self-sabotaging, or I start trying to, I don't want to say I would go tit for tat, but like if they went low, I was willing to go low too. I was willing to go low too. And because I wasn't always like that. I wasn't always the type that like, if you go low, I'm going to go lower. But I just felt like, why are you playing with me like that? Like, why, out of all people, why me? Out of all the people in your life who fucked you over or did something to you, why you do that to me though? Like, why you so anxious to please these other people in exchange for throwing me up under the bus, fronting on me? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that bothered me, and for years. And I'm not saying that like it should have or should have done that. I'm just being honest and transparent with where I'm at. So I know, just like every other challenge, I'm going to overcome this and come out on the other side and be better. But this is me doing shadow work, the subconscious thinking, things that are inside my mind, inside my heart, and lining it up with my purpose and my journey. You know what I'm saying? That journey of self-love, you know. Because as I learned, sometimes loving some people wasn't loving myself. You know, I'm Jason Nelson, not Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? But I used to feel as if I could handle the weight, handle the pressure of those type of mental and emotional burdens, which when it was unfair for me to believe I can handle it all. I'll take most of the weight and just give people little portions of the weight, just so they won't be overwhelmed. I'm like, okay, I can handle it. But when it was time for them to take on a little bit more weight, you motherfucker like, nah, that ain't what I signed up for. That's not what I agreed upon. So that shit hurt my feelings. I felt betrayed. I felt neglected. I felt abandoned. And it wasn't that it's just people, it was particular people, you know. But at the end of the day, I made choices, you know. And then my responses to when I was in a hurtful place, plus self-sabotaging. So that's who I am and where I'm at as of today. I'm still gonna go to the gym, work out, do a light workout. You know, I don't feel the need to go put on weights or nothing. You know, I'm not gonna get on scale because I ate 1,400 and I believe 80 calories today. So I'm not gonna even do me like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give me a little exercise, probably some water exercise, maybe a treadmill, but I'm gonna just relax my mind and my brain, you know, just waddle in the pool, do some walking in the pool, listen to my jazz music.